Hi Marie, how you doing today?
Wow. You're so energetic just out of nowhere. Okay, I'm good. Thank you for finally meeting me and having this podcast today. I know that we've been preparing for that.
Yes. Why did it get cancelled last time?
Okay, that was a very good reason for that. I got proposal from my boyfriend. Now it's my fiance.
Yeah.
So I had to cancel it. I'm sorry.
Congratulations.
Sorry, no sorry, let's say.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
How long have you been with your now fiance?
We've been together it's almost 3 years, 2.5. The funny story of that, we've met actually when I was together with the Adrian,
Right.
who is the president of MKW, which part of what I am. So we've been together there, tried to set up our first steps for Shanghai show back then. It was 2022. And next to us and our team, which we've been talking to, was sitting my future husband, let's say. So yeah, Adrian always been a part of my big, Adrian and MKW, I would say, been part of my big, let's say, spots happening in my life. Something like that, yeah, I would say.
How did you get involved with Adrian? When did you first meet him? Was it Harbin that you met him up there?
Yeah, we've met first time, was it, oh my God, it was so long time ago, 2018. Yeah. I've been back then quite a character in Harbin. Was young, single, very crazy woman, girl, singing, dancing in the bars. I mean, like not singing the time, just partying. And yeah, I was a professional dancer, and that was the first year when I decided to stop, like to stop completely after 20 years of being dancing here and there. I decided to stop to get serious job. And I've met Adrian. He proposed me to be a part of it. I was, what should I do? He said, just show up and be yourself on the stage. I was like, okay, I like that. Let's try. And this is how we start.
Wow. You had never done wrestling or anything like that before, right?
Nope, absolutely not. To be honest, I even didn't know what wrestling is.
So it was like a stab in the dark with Adrian to pick you.
To be honest, to admire of Adrian first, yeah, I'll flatter a bit. When we were living in Harbin, it was not much things happening there. So any kind of event or competition, whatever, yeah, it got a lot of attention. Right. And we used to go there like a big thing, like, oh, it's event in Harbin. So he was one of the first who brought like events culture to Harbin, I remember. And first time I went there before talking to him, just as the like customer, let's say, to see. I was shocked.
Yeah.
I was shocked. I remember I came and I saw Uncle Money and Ash on the ring, and they were doing crazy things. Uncle Money back then, his character was, oh my God, he was so always like this face, you know. He was so into character. I was so really admiring. That happened until I've met Big Sam. Yeah.
Because when I first saw you, it was like you'd been doing it for many, many years. So how did you adapt to that role of being a manager?
I didn't. Well, when the first time you saw me?
So it was the one just after the COVID.
Okay, in Shanghai, right?
In Shanghai, yes.
Okay, then it's been quite a while. I was already into my role.
Right.
To be honest, I was very fast, like integrated into my character. And actually, it's a thank to, first of all, Adrian. And of course, my like colleagues, my family, like Alan, Trey, Ash, and Big Sam. They helped me to feel myself more. They let me try. They helped me a little bit. They guide me. But then with the show, with the lines, with the stories, I just got into it. And I start to feel it's like my character, which I start to grow. And I start to feel us being different, me in life and my character. And I start to like it. My character, how can I be? How can I behave? It gave me sort of confidence. So I think it's just maybe feelings help me to integrate it, mix it. And this is how it went all together to the character and who is Queen Marie now. And also I got very much like development of my character when it was COVID time.
Right.
And I got to be a queen.
Right.
So it really made a big step and change into my character.
Yeah.
I really loved it. I had the coronation and everything. It was super wow for me.
Because you get the hardcore wrestling fans that will come and they're so passionate and they will follow the storyline. So have you had any times where you've had to deal with like really crazy fans, or they've been pretty good?
Not to me. I would say I've been very safe. I did not get any, dick pics on my Instagram.
not yet.
From my fans. No, not really. Our fans.
We don't condone that.
Yeah. Our fans have been very good. Most of feedback I always get from guys. I don't know why I don't have many conversation from my fans directly to me. But always Sam is bringing me some comments, like crazy comments. I would not say that because it's maybe would be a bit private. But yeah, I got some comments, but not directly to me.
Right.
Through guys. Like,
Okay.
yeah.
And the last show that I went to was one of the best for MKW that I've seen.
Yeah.
I think you're really on fire. But for you, the headlining shows were two girls.
It was not the first time. I know Crystal for quite a while. I've met her first time in 2019.
Right.
Before it was also Zeda. You know Zeda, right? I remember her. It's been always a girl, but me is me. I'm not considering us like to be in a sort of competition for attention because I have my own character.
Yeah.
And I think I'm just there to be a little of the I'm a style of MKW.
Yeah.
You know, can be Zeda or Crystal or other girls, but it always be me, queen of MKW.
Yeah.
I told that to Adrian. I say, Adrian, MKW without me will lose its colors.
Yeah,
and
you're right.
I still think that, I mean, like, I'm not bothering girls, I hope. They are not bothering me. I'm doing my line, they're doing theirs. We all do good for MKW. But me, I'm I'm a big part of it, like a female part of it. Yeah.
And let's talk about it then. With the stable, with that last show, it was shock, horror. For the people that follow it, there was a big breakup between the stable, right?
Yeah.
So where does that leave you in the storyline for the stable?
It's really hard for me to tell now. I just knew that it's been hard for the stable for quite a while. And as you know, during the COVID time, it's been me and Sam.
Right.
And when guys came back after all COVID done, it did not feel like a team anymore.
Right.
We've been all developing our own characters. Big Sam is a Big Sam, Uncle Manny is an Uncle Manny, Ash is Ash, and Alan is Alan. So it was really too much for us to be together. And me, I had a chance to get close with Sam. I got coronated while I've been holding Sam's hand. And for quite a long time, it's been me and Sam. So I find myself, I think, next to Sam for this obvious reason. We are a good match. I don't think that guys like Uncle Manny or Ash, they need me. They don't. But with Sam, I think I would see myself
Coming back.
Yeah. Now we had a little difficulties. A little intrigue, scandals, but as you know, in the family, it will never come easily. So now it's hard to speak about the future. We will figure it out. Of course, we will figure something out, but now it's a big drama.
Yeah.
happens, yeah.
Because I've seen videos of Sam in recent. He's actually sent me some videos. And there's another.
Oh, yeah, he did send you.
Yeah.
So proud of this girl.
But I've seen it on YouTube as well, so.
Oh, yeah, it's everywhere now.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So what's
I will not comment it because Sam really asking me not to say any bad words about that woman, but you get my point here, right?
Yes, I understand. So in terms of storyline, I think that's really great for more fans to come in and able to see this.
I'm not worrying about this girl or whatever girl will take my role or like kick me from my place. You know, to be a Queen Marie, it's not about only to create a picture. It's about the personality as well.
Yes.
And I'm very confident about who I have become because I had a very, very long and hard way to become who I am now.
Yeah.
So Queen Marie is a part of me in real life. So I'm not worrying about this. I know fans and MKW will miss my energy. So
Absolutely.
I'm quite sure that maybe now it's not clear. But we will come to the point when I will be back. It's 200%. I mean, like, I can't be wrong, of course. But this is what I feel. I feel confident about my stay in my role in MKW.
And then what was the decision? Why are you going to leave? Is it a business opportunity, or you just decided it's time for a change? Or
well, as we've mentioned, I have got a proposal, and I will get married. So my future husband got promoted, so we have to move to Emirates, to Dubai, and I'm following, but I have my own business here in China. So I'm going to keep working here, like just being remotely working in China. My business, my life, my company is all in China. But we were looking for this opportunity to grow a bit more, to meet more people, more business opportunities for him, for me as well. I'm not going to go there and just, I'm staying and working with China. No, of course. I want to see world. I've been in China for 12 years. I need to see what's going on there also. I have a lot of need of becoming someone, and I feel like I have a mission. I have to do something in business-wise, personal-wise. I have room to grow, so I don't want to stop. And in China, I reached the ceiling. I need to try something else.
Absolutely. So go back to, you're talking about your business here. Tell us about your business. Is fashion business?
Oh, no.
Tell us about this.
Fashion business was my big dream, which I had to try. And I tried, and I understand that it's not my thing.
Right.
I have probably I was created for something more serious and bigger. Apparently, I'm in let's say man business. I'm doing export a lot of export to country where I'm from Russia, and also all around the world. It's equipment, machines for mining.
Nice.
And we do the maintenance for all the machines who do mining. So it's.
Do you work with people from Australia? I mean, mining's huge in Australia.
Really? That's probably I have to develop there because I've been focusing a lot on business with Russia. So I have to thank you for idea. My first company, when I went there, and my boss, he asked me one question. I remember I came to Shanghai first, and I couldn't find myself, and I was trying to find any idea where and how to work. And he told me, I went to this company who was doing export exactly for construction companies and everything. And he told me, why do you think you will be more interested to work in selling spare parts, machinery, than selling like bags, shoes and cosmetic, whatever? And back then I was like 30 years old. I understood straight away, mining is the money. But I did not say that. I said like, well, the machinery and mining is a man business. And woman in men business is always attractive. Super attractive. I found myself in there, and now I don't know, I have so many ambitions that I want to conquer this industry, and I'm slowly growing. And the more I do, I feel much more confidence. Really, I'm growing together with my company and my business.
Right. So you're the CEO of your business, or you work for another company, or how's that all work?
Now I have my own company. It's small. I have very small team. We're just like 5 of us,
Right.
with me included. Yeah, we have to expand and we have to grow. So that's why I'm going to see how the world and the real business working, because as you know, Dubai is a big
Of course.
city of business. So I'm going to see that energy. I believe in energy, and many people told me that Dubai has a huge and strong energy of money.
Yes. But come to Australia as well. Check it out. It's good. Have you been to Australia?
No, never.
Okay.
I've one of my friends recently went there. The Russian couple, they told me they would consider to go there, to live.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Yeah,
you should. So you're from Vladivostok.
right.
Born in Vladivostok?
I'm not far away from Vladivostok, but it's a small city.
And then growing up there, were your mother and father, were they involved in entertainment? What sort of industry were your parents in?
It's so funny because my parents, my family, we're four people family, and 3 of them, they are part of fire department.
Yeah,
They are
right.
officers.
Right.
My father, he died a long time ago. He died 24 years ago, but he died as an officer and used to be a director of the fire department station.
Right.
My mom was working in the fire department. Now she retired. Now she's the teacher of Russian and literature in the college.
Nice.
Because this is her education. But she was, my life, she was an officer.
Right.
My brother is the firefighter.
So he's taken over the business. Right.
Yeah, I mean, like, they all work for the government. They
Right.
all work, like, at some point, like, my brother, he still cannot travel abroad. My mom, she could travel abroad only after a few years. She retired because they work as they have some secrecy policies there, so they cannot. And me, I'm absolutely different.
Yeah.
I'm a wrestler.
You're
on
the black
ring.
sheep.
I'm a dancer.
Yeah.
Yeah. My father, when I was small, he took a decision that I go to dance school.
Right.
And then when it was, I was
'Cause
a
that's-
teenager.
Because that's hugely popular. Because when people would ask me in Australia, what's the cliche of a Russian person? So it would be like vodka, but ballerina dancing,
Yeah.
in gymnastics, in the Olympics.
True.
They were very, very strong, and
Yeah.
so that's my cliche of Russian people. So was that the same for you, like with dancing and being very focused on being the best you can?
A big part of my education and the example of my life was my mom.
Right.
2000 year, when Russia was in a very bad conditions back then. As you remember, it was the USSR collapse. I am the person who was born in USSR collapse. It was very difficult childhood for us. Then it was 2000. Putin just came to power, and
right.
and the country was in a mess. Literally, my parents, they were paying for my kindergarten by potato, which we grew on our sort of dacha. It's like a little farm that all Russian people have.
Yeah.
And at that moment, my mom stayed alone with the 2 children. Like, my father died from the heart attack, and she was alone.
That's a strong woman.
She is the strongest.
Yeah.
And the way she managed and the way she grew up by her career,
Yes.
she managed to be an officer. As you know, that officers have a different rank, right? She was one of the highest rank in our region.
Incredible.
And she has become a big example for me. At some moment when it was a teenage time, and as every teenager, I was like, oh, boys or party or everything. She told me the discipline is the key.
Yes.
If you're going to dance and you're going to the dance school, you're going to make it, you're going to do it seriously.
Yes.
You participate in all the competition. You don't miss the training. You don't miss anything. Like, you always go. So this is how whole my life, when people, especially teenagers at 14, 15, 16, going to the party, disco, first boy, first kiss. I've been dancing, training very hard. So this is what I have become from my childhood. And when you have this kind of rhythm in your life,
Yes.
You can never stop anymore.
Yes.
You need achieve, because you have always this feeling that you have to.
You've done it since you were a little kid.
I done this. I need something else. I always need to be in the stress of being part of something and the hard work. I cannot do. Even my partners in business now, they laughing when everything is quiet. I'm so not efficient.
Yeah, you gotta.
I need stress.
Yeah, that's right.
To be efficient.
Yes.
This is what like consequences of our life back in 90s.
Just in terms of your family, how safe are they back in Russia?
As I mentioned, my mom retired now. At the Far East, you have a priority to retire faster because it's a very difficult region to work in. I don't know why they call it like it's a high, have special priorities, my region. My brothers still work. For the war, there is only now going the guys who had military services.
Okay.
Who went through this military services. So my brother, he will not go there because he's a protector of the city.
Yeah.
They go at the very last moment when everyone should go to the war, they will go. Okay. So my brother, he's stopping the fire on submarines.
Oh yeah.
He's doing much difficult job.
Yeah. It's just interesting because like I have some good friends from Russia. And now they've all gone back home because of what's happened. And I'm always just concerned about them. That's all. Like, you have any sort of war, it's bad. You want it to stop. So one of my friends just had a baby. And it's like, so it must be okay to live there, right? I mean, yeah.
Life is normal because all the active zones are not on our territory.
Okay.
So it's a little bit dangerous at some
closer
borders.
Okay.
But at our side,
it's fine. Yeah,
it's fine unless it's gonna be something really big happen.
Yeah.
But I hope it will not come to that point. So on the Far East, and actually in Moscow, we've been with my fiance this summer. First time I took him to Russia.
What do you think about, and sorry, you can tell about that, but also what's your opinion of Moscow? Because it's so far away from Vladivostok. So what's your opinion of Moscow and St. Petersburg? And
been lucky to be born in Vladivostok. Vladivostok is a very rich city. It has a lot of strategic meaning for a country. It's a port. And I've been always living in a good city. In a good city with a good development. People there are very smart, are very creative. We had our own awards, we have our own events. So I have nothing to complain. But of course, when you come to Moscow, oh my God, it's the energy of the capital of the huge country, right? It's money. Business is blooming now because we had to understand that we have a potential in our country now since we are being sanctioned and cut from the world. Country started to work from inside, right?
Got it.
So businesses are blooming. Moscow is clean. It's beautiful. It's my fiance was shocked we were walking and there was a parking lot and he was like, oh my God, I never seen that amount of Mercedes G-Class. Even though it's a sanctioned country. And I'm very proud of country. St. Petersburg, it's amazing. It's a cultural capital.
Yes.
It's beautiful.
Yes.
And you know what? It's interesting. Like if you've been to Italy.
Yeah, I just went. That was my last place that I went to. Yeah.
So when you're in Italy, it's beautiful. It's a crazy architecture.
I loved it.
But you know, when you go super small, like small streets, small everything, when you come to St. Petersburg, you see like everything is big.
Yeah.
Like it's the same style of architecture. It's like my fiance even said that it's like you're in big Italy, something like that. Yeah.
Wow.
But just what is admiring? It's huge. Massive.
Yeah. So wanted to get back to your dancing. So how serious did you go? Did you have in competitions? Did you represent Russia, Vladivostok, or something like that?
Yeah, I've been in very strict school in Russia until 2007.
Were you a shy girl?
I was super confident.
Okay.
I was many times.
So you've always been confident, a confident girl.
Not always.
Okay.
I had my own way. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was confident on the stage, but not in life, I would say, because
why is that? For most people that I've spoken to, it's the opposite. When they first go on stage, they're shy, but when they're a normal person, they're very confident. But for you, why is that different?
You know, Craig, there is one of my favorite saying. I don't remember who said that, but in the world where people who are shy, they're really great people, but people who are stupid and not stupid, maybe it's too much to say, like full of confidence.
Yes.
Like, I don't remember how exactly say that saying, but this is so me. I really want to understand the reason for that. But my fiance said he knows so many Russian girls of my like my age, my period of time, right? Like when I was collapsed USSR, we are all like that. We are super not confident about ourselves, and I don't know who made us like that. Our families, because our families are very humble.
Right.
Our parents are so humble people.
Yes.
Or it's the history, country, families. I don't know, but for me, it's like a bouquet. Like I've been in that dance school. It's been very hard. It's been we've been criticized by our teacher that we are not skinny enough, that we are not working hard enough, that it was a lot of offensive words. And it's been normal back then. Now, if you try to say something
You'd
to
never
the child,
do that now.
a parent's gonna sue you. Like, that's why when I was a teacher in the school, I've been doing the teacher for the drama. I had to make something with those kids, right? Like emotional. I need to develop some skills so they could act, they could dance. And you know what? I start to have a problem because I used to hard education. Like I was screaming, I was sometimes saying some bad words. I had a problem with the parents, Chinese parents, because they're like, oh yes, we want our child to be great, but don't go hard on him. The new generation is totally different. They are not us.
Very.
And even though we are not confident, but not enough confidence never was a problem for me to working hard and to achieve something. And then I grew the confidence with the achievements.
Yeah.
I did something and I was like, oh, Mariia, you're so good. You need to be proud of yourself. This is how I was growing the confidence.
Yeah.
But I was not confident enough. Yeah, it was mask. Maybe people see me on the ring and they say like, oh yeah, she's so confident. Yeah, no problem with that. I had my own long way. Right. Only by my hard work and achievements, I grew a little confidence.
Yeah. It's so right what you said about the teaching now.
Craig, it's not about, I don't know, maybe I used to live too long in China. Because when I go back to Russia and I see my classmates from university, I see they're working hard. I see they're hard on themselves. I see they're humble. And I see what the life made here. For example, like many people here in China, I don't want to offend anyone. Everyone have to live their own style. Yeah. But life here, even the adults made so much weak. Nowadays, you cannot tell to person anything. No. If you have to be careful what you're saying because you can offend the person.
Yeah.
And you know what? Me, I am very okay with everything what people say about me. I even use the critics. It also takes me so many years to use the critics to my side to turn it as a good thing for me.
Yeah.
I understood one thing, that the core that you have inside, this is the only thing you should have work on.
Yeah.
Because no matter what you are, no matter what the situation, no matter what the country, no matter what is the like conditions, if you have a core, you will survive everywhere. This is the thing you should work on, not your friends, not your family. Of course, it should be friends, family, but yourself and your core. How flexible you are to this world right now.
Yes, totally agree. So dancing, did you represent Vladivostok, or did you go on any tours, or did you have people that you were dancing for? Did you do shows?
Yeah. First, as we've been far away from the capital, and back then, as I told you, just the beginning of 2000, people started to, let's say, recover after this USSR collapse, just started to have money, and everything should be paid, right? We did a lot of competitions in our region. And also we had a chance to travel to Japan.
Oh, nice.
To Korea, to China, of course. So
nice.
It's mostly Asia. Of course, in 2007, I had to leave the dance school and I had to go to university. But I know that the school which I've been to, they made a great success. They went more to European side because, as you remember, 2010 until 2014, Russia was much closer to Europe.
Right.
So it was the chance for that. Then 2014, and then again, we could not really had the way to the Europe. But yeah, I got, like in Russia, we have this opportunity back then. I don't know about now. If you have a talent, and you go through the talent competition, and the university look at you and they say, okay, we want you, we need you. Yes. University gonna pay for your education,
right?
But then you gonna dance in there was a talent department, and they have dancers, like singers, comedian, and like different talents. And so you could study for free.
Nice.
And back then it was 2007, and marketing was only like just coming to Russia. We did not know what is it marketing, what is it advertisement. And I was looking at this and I was like, okay, that's my thing. Yeah. I feel like I want it. I don't know what is it about, but I feel like I want it. And it was super expensive back then. And so university saw me as how talented I am as a dancer. They say, okay, we take you. We're going to pay for your university. You're going to dance. So 5 years I was studying and dancing for university, but I got the very good education in that university. It was just the beginning. I think what we learned there, it's people don't even use it anymore.
Yeah.
Because it was just the very beginning way of marketing in Russia. 2007, come on, it's just, we started to recover. And then at 2010, I remember it was my third grade in university. I remember that I wanted to buy a car so much because our city is very, we have a lot of Japanese cars coming from Japan, like second-hand cars.
Yeah.
And the city is very complicated without cars. So I decided that I wanted. What should I do? On top of studying dancing for university, I opened a dance studio because back then also came culture of the clubbing, partying. So girls wanted to move good in the clubs. Yeah. So I started to teach them with the high heels.
Nice.
I started to create little dance groups. Then it happened in 1 year that I got very professional girls. So I started to make some choreography, and we took part in the competitions. So this is how I got noticed by Chinese people, and this is how they invited me first time in China.
Right.
By to work in the theater in Harbin. They told me, I remember it was 2012, the beginning, and we had a competition. It was my last year. I was getting diploma, and they told me, do you want to come to Harbin and work in theater, be our choreographer? I was like, wow. Yes. How much? And they told me that much. I was like, nice.
Did you really say that? How much?
Yes.
Okay.
Of course. I mean, I need to. I've been very ambitious girl all the time. So it was good money. And I made a contract for 3 months. And so these 3 months turned out like being 12 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
What was your first impression of China?
First of all, Harbin in the beginning was wow. But yeah, Harbin is it's a north, it's not very developed. But it was interesting. I started to see first foreigners in my life. I saw first time in the club the guys from Africa.
Right.
Like, yeah,
Right.
I never saw them in my life.
Yeah.
And I saw different nationalities. It was so international back then, Harbin. And I started to feel like it. I started to make good money. I started to see the development. I saw Starbucks. I saw Dior. I saw Chanel. We did not have all of this in Vladivostok. And I really grew up a lot. I mean, like, in understanding the world, what world is consuming, how world is living, how people do that. They have business. They don't only work for the government. It was a whole world opening for me back then, because what did I see? I was living in the city where people work for the government, where people working for the companies. I did not know that people can do businesses, that they were wearing these suits and making money and all of this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Was a big, and you know what? To be really proud of myself, I really learned fast. I was absorbing, I was adapting.
Yeah.
And you would not, because I see so many girls, Russian girls, and this is the problem. They come from Russia. They not adapting. They still, we have a saying like that. You can take girl from the village, but you cannot take the village out of the girl. This is a big problem with many girls. I'm sorry for that. But this is a big problem. You have to adapt.
But it's also true. And I think it's the same with China as well. The village girls coming to Shanghai or something like that. It's a similar issue.
I did not show that I don't know something. I did not show that you cannot say that I'm like from the small city in Vladivostok, because I've been always adapting and learning from people behavior. Yes. Even, I was working in American school, and when people told me, wow, your English is so good. And you know why? Because 4 years I was working in that school. What I was doing, every time my American boss was speaking, I was trying to copy his accent.
Got it.
Every time.
Yeah.
So you always need to, if you miss some knowledges of the world, of the how things working in the world, just adapt. Watch from people, learn from them.
I hear you.
And this is also interesting. Fake it until you make it.
Yes.
Be someone, and then you will catch it up.
Yes.
So it was a beautiful 3 years, and I've actually been in Harbin for 8 years.
Right.
I only left when it was really a disaster there during the COVID. They had the very crazy COVID policies. I've met there one of my ex-boyfriend. It was a crazy story. Been through a lot of betray and very hard breakup. And then like that, I came to Shanghai, totally broken after 8 years in Harbin. And Shanghai is Harbin was a big world for me. Yeah. But then I came to Shanghai and I was shocked. Here is the money. Here is the business. Here is the life. So I'm really grateful to my life, for the opportunity that my life gave me. Many people, they are very undervalue their life. This is a very important thing, to notice what's happening with you and be grateful for that. I'm just a girl from the city Bolshoi Kamen, which is not even on the map. I'm here in Shanghai having my own business. I'm going to Dubai. I go to sleep every day. I find 7 things to say to God what I'm thankful for in this day. You open Instagram, you see people, what they want to show you, you judge. After that, as a shadow, it comes to your life. You think, I'm not enough here. I'm not enough there. I'm not enough like that. You need to really value where you come from and what did you achieve.
Yes.
And it's always hard work.
Yes.
Never come just like that in this life.
Yeah, I agree. I think for anybody that leaves their country to go to a different country to work or for a relationship, you're taking a huge step. So for you to be able to adapt through all those stages, and then even now to go to Dubai, I mean, that's going to be a huge step. So have you been there before?
No.
Okay.
My first time.
So what are your sort of challenges do you think that you're going to have there when you get to Dubai? Or is it going to be just like business as normal? Because you're going to have to adapt.
I am preparing for the life change. Of course, I don't expect this to be same as in Shanghai. First of all, I think there is different people.
Yes.
It's more international there. Different people from different countries, cultures, for sure give some influence to that country. I'm already preparing for the Dubai. It's not like Shanghai. You cannot really walk there. You cannot really run there, bicycle, because I like this kind of stuff here, like the bicycle in Shanghai. And you know what? I'm okay with that. We have our goal. We have our dream. Our big dream is in the end to have a house and farming. This is the big dream. So we take the opportunity. For me, it's like a game. I was like, okay, I was playing a game in Shanghai. Now I'm going to play the game in Dubai. So I'm just, okay, shortly saying, I'm just going to be a watcher.
Yes.
I'm going to watch.
And that's all you can be, really.
And I really, really wish that I can find people who has the same mindset.
Yes.
And I really wish that I hope to learn from some people there. Yeah. Because as I told you, I really appreciate what you do. And I also was thinking to do the same. Why? Very interesting, the story of people who achieve something.
Yeah.
You can learn more from them than to learn the book, for example. I truly believe that. That's why it's great what you do.
But that's what I like about that.
Feed my ambitions.
People like you, you're not sitting at home going, oh, look at me, I feel sorry for myself. Get out there and do it.
Yeah.
Get out there and be positive and just try. If it fails, do it. Try something else. Do something better, or try and do it better.
Yeah.
I know too many people that just want it to come to them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm like, ah!
Only an ambition true person can come to a person better than him, smarter, more successful, and truly admire of this person and learn from this person. Ask him questions, look at his lifestyle, maybe copy something. There are so many people full of jealousy, full of hate, full of judgment,
yeah.
Because just you used to be with them on the same line. But then you start to do something and go somewhere because this is your goal. And those people, they did not choose to go somewhere. And then you're like still friends, but you're different. And then you start to have little sharp points where you disagree. And you really try to help to that people to maybe turn the angle and try to lighten the way for them to go also there. But they don't want. But they still judge you for that. That's how I almost lost all people I used to talk to, because it has become, first of all, boring for me, then difficult. And then, you know what, Craig? There is no one come to me and say, oh, Marie, you did a good job. No, I did not hear from any of my friends I used to have, Marie, I'm proud of you. You did a good job.
Why is that? Is it jealousy? Is it people just not wanting to do that? Because a pat on the back is sometimes what people need. Just a little push.
I had my own flow. I like to advise people when they don't want to advise. I try to work on this. It's very honest. I try to work on that. But, you know, every soul has their own type.
Yeah.
My soul type, I know it. I was searching about it. My soul type is the master. I really need to show people my example, want them to teach something, to show. And what do? I just say from my experience. So I don't say, you do bad job, do this way. No, I say, in my experience, it was like this. Maybe you can also take my example. People hate it. So they think I'm showing off, that I'm so cool, blah, blah, blah. No. And I really do it. I'm also can be maybe the judgmental, because when people are trying to do whatever they want, I just should let them do it.
Yes.
But I'm trying to give this not asking advice, not the advice what was not asked. So this is also my problem here. So I really can't wait to see what kind of people are in Dubai.
Yeah. So you're going to get a new team in Dubai as well, or you're going to have the team that you're using at the moment?
Oh, my team is amazing. My team is super. I have no problems with that. My Chinese team is super cool.
So will you need a Dubai team as well now?
Let's see. I'm not sure quite how business will go.
Okay. But it's such exciting times for you.
Yeah.
Right. So I want to talk about the fashion part. When you're working with MKW, you all come out real stylish, real stylish.
That's my thing.
and I'm thinking, how long does it take? Do you have someone that helps you do that, or are you doing that by yourself? Who picks your clothing when you do?
For MKW, I do pick clothes by myself.
Okay.
And I used to always pick clothes by myself until last year. Last year, I was very lucky to meet a girl, a stylist, Nastya. It's a hi to you. She's amazing, and she really feel my style. So she helped me to wrap my wardrobe and find the style for me. But we have time to time session, like winter wardrobe, summer wardrobe, holiday wardrobe. I don't know. It's just my passion. I like it. I like to look different.
Yeah.
I like to surprise people with my looks. It's been always like this. I think it's also came from the 90s.
Right.
Because at 90s we did not have a clothes, right? We had a deficit for everything, so we did not have clothes.
Right.
And my mom, she tried to find under the table from some people some clothes. And you know what? Even though it was difficult, I had always matching bow, the color of it with my clothes. I've been always stylish, and maybe it came from that. And my mom also was a very stylish person back then. I just have the passion for it, and I just have a vision. How should I look? How it's good for me? So I always, there is always a plank.
Yeah, right.
Which I did for myself for MKW show. I always have to be better than I was at the last show.
Right.
I remember Adrian. Firstly, budget was always on me for my clothes.
Okay.
But I'm really grateful to Adrian. I educate him on that. That for last years, he pays for my outfit.
That's great.
And for last 2 years, he even pay for my makeup. For last year.
That's awesome.
That's really, he's been very, he did not understand in the beginning. I tried to explain him. He was always like not very wanting to do that. But now I see his face. He's really happy to pay for this, for my outfit, for my makeup. And it's important.
Yeah.
Did you see the last show? My outfit and my makeup, it was wow. Yeah.
And the hair as well.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Everything. So little touch.
And was it the one before Guangzhou? Was it Guangzhou or was it Shanghai where you had the slick hair? You're just like...
When I start to perform for MKW, they told me that my character is the girl who is rich, beach, confident about themselves. And I was like, okay, I should do something with that. I need to add some hair to that.
Right.
It was very famous back then. But then last year, I did a mistake. And I did a promotion video, like promotion before the show, before our show in Shenzhen. Yeah. And I did it with my hair. Like my real hair. I have the short haircut, right?
Right.
And there are some people of our fans in the group, they were like, did Marie cut her hair?
Oh, no. They're so passionate.
And I understood I have no more rights to play with that.
Yeah.
I showed them I have this new hairstyle. I was like, okay, I need a change, and I will do the change. So I started to perform with my own hair. I used to have it. Yeah, I used to.
Oh, you had a wig, did you?
Yeah, it was just the tail, ponytail.
Nice.
Yeah.
So were you ever into? You said you never watched wrestling
before. No,
like not even the WWE.
No, we don't have the culture of it. We did not have a culture. I used to, every time I meet some people, they say, "Oh, we used to watch when we were kids." And me, I was watching Disney and Tom and Jerry. I did not watch wrestling on the weekend. Like my fiance say, like, oh, I've been watching WWE every Sunday, blah blah blah. Like, yeah, every Sunday I was watching Tom and Jerry. That's it. Yeah, we did not have this. You know what? All of my Russian friends, they until now, very accurately asking me, what is this you are doing, Mariia?
Right.
You don't really get that? What is it? I was like, you don't know wrestling. And they say, nope, we don't have it in culture.
Right.
And always they say, you're doing that stuff that you need to bring the number in your hands. Like, no, girls.
No, not that either.
People, my Russian audience never understand that.
Yeah.
They do not understand. You know, Americans, they're always funny. They always create some things. You know, we Russians, we are more simple for that.
Oh, they're so popular. They're going to places like India and Saudi Arabia, and they're paying. I think Saudi Arabia, they're paying them $50 million for a show per show, and they've signed a 12-year contract.
WWE.
Yep.
I think when I go to Dubai and the Middle East,
They'll go there.
I should help to MKW to get a show there.
Yes.
Must. I think next level is we should go to Middle East.
They should.
I have a plan to expand my business to Middle East. So I need to help somehow MKW.
Yeah, exactly.
I just hope that next show.
When is the next show? Is there any plans?
Yeah. I think I can say that. It's going to play in the springtime.
Okay.
Yes. I hope, Adrian, I'll be back. I hope you pay my tickets back. I'll be happy.
And the fans as well.
Yeah. Usually it should be a Shenzhen show.
Why doesn't he do it in Harbin? That's where he's from, right? Is it not a good market up there? Or is he...
You know, first time, it was even question for myself when we made the show in Shenzhen. I was asking Adrian, why do we still doing this in Harbin?
Yeah.
Harbin audience, it's not the right audience for us. Like Shanghai is the best. Shenzhen was very good feedback, but Shanghai also good feedback. It's the MKW is the show for this cities. Harbin, it's not the place where you should do it.
Yeah. I had some friends go to the last show and they absolutely loved it, and they said, I don't watch WWE. I like watching the independent wrestling. It's so much more pure and it's more real.
Yeah. The
big production of WWE. So what's the best piece of advice you've ever been given?
Do not take the critics from the person who is not living the way you want to live by yourself. Like literally, if there is like some person and you have a goal and you everyone has the people we admire, right? And if that person you admire of give you a piece of advice, you can take it.
You listen, yeah.
But if someone tell you advice or criticize you and these people do not live the way you want to live and the way your goal is, do not listen.
Yeah, that's very good advice.
This is the only advice I would take.
And what about if you were to go into a time machine and go and talk to a 12 or 13-year-old Marie? What would you say to her?
I'm proud of you.
Yes.
Keep doing what you do. Probably don't remember, but you for sure you were like pain in it. You know, like when you were a child. You know what? I call my mom. I call my mom and I say like, Mom, can you tell me some crazy story about my teenage time and everything? And she's like, oh yeah, I remember that story. I was like, Mom, I was 25. Do you remember any other story? And she's like, yeah, remember that you put that red lipstick? I told you that red lipstick was not good on you. I was like, I remember that way. I was 22. Do you have something to tell me when I was a teenager? And she was like, you were perfect as a teenager.
Wow.
Craig, I had no time.
Yeah.
I've been in the hardest dancing school. I had no choice to go like that. And the only way I would maybe tell to myself, I mean, like, I would not change anything.
Yeah.
I would not
just
change.
Encourage them. Keep going.
I would go again and again to that way just because I know where this. When people say, when you are somewhere not there yet, right? But you're just in the beginning of your way, and people tell you work hard, work hard, work hard. I know it sounds cheesy, but this is the only way.
That's right. Yeah. Social medias. Marie, where can we find you online for people that are listening to this?
Well, Instagram is my main thing where you share my life the most. I have a private account now to have my own audience for that. It's me, Mariia __ 7575. Me, Mariia 7579. And Mariia, it's with the double I. It's in the Russian way of spelling.
Nice. We're down to the last part.
Yeah.
So who are your 2 or 3 top favorite artists or musicians of all time?
Britney Spears.
Yes.
No, really, she's an icon.
Yeah.
She's a real icon.
One of my high school friends that lives in Hollywood now is very good friends with her.
Number 2, it would be the one girls band from Russia from 90s. Nice. Actually, yeah, it's very nice. They were very popular in 90s. Their name is Kombinatsiya, and they sing this. They were singing their songs like were very popular at the time. The topic was very sharp. Like back then in 90s, like Russian people were really dreaming and crazy about America. So there is a song like American boy, American joy, American boy for always time. It's very nice. Yeah, and also there is another song. Russian, Russian, Russian girls, my baby. They're singing in Russian, but then there is a part they're singing in English. I love them. Really, it's I just recently showed TV show about them. I saw it. Super interesting. And number 3, I'm very big fan of Annalisa. It's an Italian singer. Nice. I follow her Instagram and I follow her career. She's so hardworking. Yeah. I even learned her song in Italian. She's making me crazy. My boyfriend and his Italian family were shocked that I'm so crazy about this Annalisa. She's really amazing. Yeah.
How's your Chinese, by the way?
I can sing in Chinese some song.
Some songs?
Yeah.
But can you speak Chinese?
I speak Chinese, but I don't write and I don't read. I have a very limited skills of Chinese.
Last question, Marie. Yeah. Who's your greatest inspiration or hero and why?
Like, I admire all the people who build their own business, entrepreneurs, like simple people. Yes. So I would admiring of there's like few people I'm watching, like even on Instagram. So I cannot name one. Most of them are Russian people. Okay. The president of my country is a big inspiration too. Yeah.
Be proud.
Yeah. And the speaker of the Foreign Ministry of Affairs, there's the woman, Mariia Zakharova. She's also a big inspiration for me.
Nice.
Yeah.
Marie, thank you for your time.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much.